Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is your monthly read for October. And before we get into it, I just want to say I know I've been away for a long time, and you actually didn't receive I think half of the signs received the monthly for August, and you didn't even get that. We cut out in July for you. So that's why I'm starting I already have questions like, where's Aries? It's because I stopped at Scorpio and I just wanted to continue to get to the other half so that you got your messages first, like the other half, the other end, because it's been a while. If you're new to this channel, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and then you're so welcome here. We're just gonna go straight into it. It's for the month of October, but think of it as like 6 weeks into the future, give or take. And we're gonna start with a general energy, an overall energy, and then go deeper and deeper into that message. And at the very end, we're gonna have your angels come out with some messages. If you're my son in the background, know that he's safe and sound, and you might just fill in with the certain sounds every once in a while. Okay. Cheer up, live in the moment. Pisces, what is this about? It probably has been a little bit of a heavier time for you, but there's light coming in. Cheer up. So this is someone that's in, like, we're underwater here. There's the surface of the water, and like we're underwater, and I just see all these light beams, just this light starting to come in. So Pisces, obviously you are a feeling sign. Like, the water represents emotions and feelings, and also the divine and the non-physical. But I am feeling the emotions of this. So maybe you've been a little bit overwhelmed, or there's been a lot lately for you that has overwhelmed you emotionally. So various people will have various things going on in their life where one person will have a certain setup of things to do and they will be quite fine with it, and another person will have the same things and they're just super overwhelmed, depending on where they're at on their journey, what they're supposed to grow or expand out of that situation, whatever's going on there. I don't feel like it's not so much what it is about, like, on the outside. It's what it causes you to feel. And I feel like you have really, like, for a moment there, been really put to deal with your emotions, to really feel your emotions, and maybe being inspired to sit with them or look at them. But now, like, the more light is coming in, so you're going to start to feel a sense of relief in the month of October. It's going to start to feel lighter for sure. Okay, we're going to go deeper into this message and really see what this is about, really see what you... Yeah, for some of you guys, this has not been easy. I see that you barely have been hanging on. Like standing on what feels like very unsafe, having an unsafe reality, like not really knowing what's going to happen next. And I mean, it takes trust to really, like, believe in whatever's going to show up for you and not feel like you're losing faith or losing hope. That's not going to be for the general Pisces. I just feel like for some of you, this has been a tough moment for you. But from the month of October, it's going to start to ease up for all you guys. It's going to start to get lighter. Okay. Okay, what I'm getting is that as the lighter options, the lighter energies, more of support and more of help is coming in. Take it. Don't try to solve everything yourself. Don't try to be the braver person or to not speak up, because that's a little bit typical Pisces as well. Like, you go so internally and you just feel it out from the inside out, and you don't really share it with too many people. You keep it to yourself. And that can be one person's, like, that's how I like it. Like, I'm not such an extroverted, or like, I don't like to overshare with everyone. That's not really what it's about. If you start to feel like you're overwhelmed, or like you have certain things that you could really benefit from sharing them, even writing it down on a piece of paper where you don't share it with other people, but just sort of remove it from your body to paper to ease up the load a little bit. But the important part now is to not sort of have to, it's about allowing support. Doesn't mean that you can't handle this yourself or that you have to overshare left or right. It's just about learning how to allow support. That's it. And it can be easier said than done sometimes. Okay, going deeper, what do we have here, please? And the support can come in so many various forms, like from people, from the universe, from nature, from animals, money, or a helping hand. What do we have for Pisces, please, for the month of October? So interesting. So this is turning into a collective, because this is the third time that I'm getting the Y card, which is the very existential. The Y card is so much about like asking, who am I? Why am I here? What do I truly want? What's my purpose? How can I serve this planet? How can the planet serve me? Like all these deepening, very existential questions, right? Those are really with you. And I mean, being a little bit under the weather, feeling like you are overwhelmed emotionally, have been dealing with a lot of stuff. There's probably been a lot of shifts. Like you're probably not unique in the sense that we're all undergoing a great shift right now, and you're gonna feel it in your body, in your emotional body. That you start to ask questions, like, because when we don't want to sit in the same place and we can't really get out of it, we start to ask questions. Whether you're really aware that you ask those questions or they happen on a very vibrational level, only you know that. But like, that's when those existential questions come up. And I'm seeing that, like, okay, so all that glitters, all that glitters isn't gold. This is about, what is it called? Discerning. Is it called discerning? Like deciding for yourself what is real and what is fake. Like what is deserving of your time and what is not anymore. What can stay and what needs to go. It's like maybe you even have seen so a person close to me have been for a while questioning their relationship, and this person really, ever since they have decided I'm not going to stay in this relationship anymore, they were like, okay, so I'm seeing things that are not good. And I was like, those things sort of have always been there. And they were like, are you serious? It's almost like when you are in one state of mind, you see one thing play out because that matches that reference, and then you're in a different frame of your mind or a different perspective. Then you change your perspective and the outer perspective changes with it. And all of a sudden, things that seemed okay a moment ago is not okay anymore, or things that seemed like it fit into your life just doesn't fit anymore. So it's like everything that's superficial has like a very shallow bringing of the energy into your life. It's got to go. And we have the loyal heart. So I feel with these two cards, it's like a situation where, okay, if it's not real, if it's not authentic, if it doesn't have my back, if it doesn't like, if it's plastic toy, I don't know how to compare it to anything else. If it's plastic toys, it's gotta go. If it's Chinese, mainstream gazillion made, it's gotta go. But if it's a real deal, if it's made out of wood, if we have really if there's real investment behind it, if this is like a solid thing, it's welcome. So and because we're sitting on an egg, so we have this love heart and we have this egg, and we have this beautiful connection between two beautiful owls with the crowns. So it's like really, really wise owls having a moment, like seeing each other for like really reflecting or mirroring each other's truths or realities to each other, sitting on this egg that's ready to hatch. Like the egg always comes with like a surprise, or it comes with something we've been waiting on, and it's ready to hatch. It's ready to reveal something to you. And as this shows up, I just feel like this is like the new thing for you. You're ready for the new real thing in your life. You're ready to have the real thing hatch in your life, where anything else just got to go. It's just not interesting for you anymore. It's not, you don't want to put any investment or time or energy or money or emotions into anything that is not just solid and real. And I think this is quite new for you. You're choosing this from a place of, it's a different perspective, and therefore it's quite new. I'm going to actually just clarify these a little bit. Can we just get a little bit around the loyal heart and all that glitters? You're using the fairy deck to clarify. Loyal heart and all that glitters. What do we have, please? Five of Summer. Can you clarify, please? I feel like there's one more. Thank you. Okay. Eight of Spring. Okay, so we have Five of Summer and we have Eight of Spring. I just want to show you this first. And it says, you see the difference in the light? I just paused the video there for a bit, and because I got a little visitor here. Okay, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens focusing on that which frightens or worries you. It's not telling you to focus on that is saying that you might do that. This Five of Summer is a lot about, I mean, we have, this is the clarification of all that glitters and loyal heart. So I just feel, so this Five of Summer speaks also about like forgiving the past. It speaks about, maybe there's some, it can even mean like you have showed up in a certain capacity that's not really you. And it's almost like you're finding out who you truly are right now. And it's about forgiveness of maybe you bought into certain things that just isn't you. But you did the best you could in the moment, right? And like if you'd known better, you would have chosen differently. Or what do we know in the long run? Like what really serves a purpose and what doesn't? We just do the best that we can as we go. So this is about removing yourself now from the things that just doesn't feel real, or when it feels superficial, or when it feels like it's not giving you all that much anymore. That is like, okay, you're slowly moving away from that. And we have Eight of Spring, which is when there's a lot of stress, like the overwhelmment that we felt from the general energy. The Eight of Spring speaks about like when you have so many things going on at once, that there's an overwhelming stress that you're now learning to navigate. So it's like you have a lot on your plate, and you want to have a lot on your plate, and you want to even go deeper with it. You want to get what's real and cut out what doesn't work or what doesn't fit where you're going. And it's actually going to open up a lot of things for you. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to handle. There can be overwhelming times, and Eight of Spring is about learning how to navigate that. I was like, do we have another? No, we don't. Well, we have 2 8s on the table because we have 35 here. We've had strong 8 come out for the other signs. So Eight of Spring, it says stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So it's about the newness of things. It's about learning how to deal with things, both from your past and now as you come into the new. It's gonna be successful. You're gonna learn how to deal with it. You're not gonna continue to be this overwhelmed over time. It's gonna lighten up. It feels like it's gonna lighten up in the month of October. So the heaviness or the overwhelmment is something that you already lived through, and that's gonna change. You're gonna learn how to deal with things. Okay, a couple of more cards here for, which one do we want to use? This one. What do we have for Pisces, please, for the month of October? Choose your battles. And solar plexus. And well-deserved reward. There you have it. So choose your battles. Solar plexus chakra. And the well-deserved reward. So with this choose your battles, I just feel like this is you're coming from, whatever you're coming from, you're coming into the golden age. Like you are stepping into we're coming into the Aquarian age right now. We're moving actually out of Pisces and into Aquarius. And whatever heartfelt, real, solid, authentic energy that you're now coming into, there's going to be like when I see choose the battles, I just feel like this is a time where, okay, if you don't want to include anything else or anyone else more into your life, then it's time to not react to it. If you want to have more things in your life, if you want to have more certain behaviors, people, situations in your life, make sure to react to it. Make sure to have like an emotional opinion about it. If you don't want to keep it in your life anymore, then try to just not have a reaction. The quickest way and the safest and the surest way to really have something leave your reality altogether is to your best ability react as little as you can to it when it shows up. I know we're so taught differently, like you need to do something about that. You need to engage. You need to go solve that thing. And the thing that we do with that, sometimes it works, but it works through really hard work. It really, like, it takes forever and it's so draining than to just actually remove yourself and not put any emphasis on it, not put any energy on it. It actually solves itself and it removes the situations, the superficial stuff, the stuff that you don't want in your life anymore. It just will actually peter out of your life. I've learned from my own experience. So it's a promise. Okay. And then we have solar plexus chakra. So this is what it feels like there's a light again, like we have light coming in. So the solar plexus chakra, right in the center of like between your ribs, it's a lot about worthiness and self-assuredness, if there's such a word. Self-reliance, to have self-confidence, to just really trust in oneself and one's ability. It's about the ability to go from dream to reality, to put anything you have in your mind out into the world, to actually get to see it manifest. It's a really awakened, like I feel like you really are in the solar plexus chakra, really balancing that out. So you're going to start to maybe even get more situations where you get to, if you have lowered your worth before, if you settled for certain things, you have just kept quiet because it's like, yeah. And then it's not in alignment with who you are. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to yell or react as we just talked about, but to keep it authentic. And if you have sold yourself short a little bit because you have low self-esteem or not feeling worthy of the situation, you might be really like awesome in one situation, but it's not really about you and your self-esteem and your self-worth, then you're brilliant. But then when it comes to like something that really you deserve this, or you worthy of this, or like you worthy of whatever it is, that something is just really beneficial to you and really supportive of you, it feels like you've lowered the bar. You have accepted certain situations and a certain situations that's happened perhaps with family members, certain situations that's happened with romantic partnerships, with work situations, where you have lowered the bar, where you haven't stepped out fully into what you really are worth. And that's changing. You're now taking out the weeds from the flowers, if you will. Like you're really are feeling into what's real for you, what's not. What am I worthy of? What can I expect? Like you've set the bar higher, is what I'm feeling. You'll set the bar higher in the month of October. You won't settle as much anymore. Like you will, like that's not okay anymore. Like I am actually worthy of more. And if it doesn't work, then goodbye with you. Good on you, Pisces. Well-deserved rewards. This is when you have really worked on getting to a higher place. And I'm actually going to read from the book. So just be quiet. It's a red border, so it's like really laying a new foundation for yourself, Pisces. 9. Yes, 9. So funny. Well-deserved reward. Okay, 9. Your efforts are paying off. It went dark. You don't see that, I don't think. When this card appears, it suggests that you have seen or will soon find your relationships falling into place. It hasn't always been easy, but you had the discipline to persevere. As you worked to create fulfilling relationships, you sometimes had to give more than you would have liked. Yep. But you've seen the positive results of that action. You kept the ultimate goal in mind. And this is not just for relationships, this is for everything. Be proud of yourself. You've shown that you're self-reliant and confident. You've shown that you're self-reliant and confident. Look at that. You have really practiced to come into this. It's so fitting. You're self-reliant and confident. You're entering a phase of your life where you're entering a phase of your life where your dealings with others will become effortless. Be considerate and compassionate in your interactions. There's less need for confrontation now. See? Choose your battles, remove yourself. There's this diplomacy is the better approach. As you move forward, expect to feel satisfaction with your accomplishments regarding love in its many aspects. You're being blessed for your hard work. So this heaviness, this like even selling yourself short a little bit, it's coming to an end. And as it's coming to an end, it's not like you. Okay, so I was having a reading the other day, a personal reading, with a person that was like, the place that she came from has one. So you feel one thing, you're in a certain vibration. As you are in that certain vibration, that's the access you have to those thoughts, to those people, to those situations. And as you raise the bar, as you raise your vibration, you have access to a completely new set, a new range of thoughts, a new range of ideas, new range of people and situations, right? But as you're coming from the lower, so we were talking like one-on-one on a situation of like, okay, so when you get higher up, you're not even gonna see it as this is a confrontation, or you're not even gonna be involved with those people anymore because they're not a match to this new vibration. And she tried to continue to solve it from a lower standpoint. I was like, you can't solve it from there. We have to move on up so that it doesn't even bother you anymore. So I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to say the hardships, the overwhelmment, the stuff that's been going on here, the moment that you're like, the hard work is paying off, like the questions, the starting to sort of remove yourself from situations that doesn't work anymore. It can even be diets, or like overdoing something, drinking, overdoing something food wise, or like anything. All of a sudden your body's asking for something different, and you're starting to move away from there. A moment ago, it was so hard to shift that. And as you raise your bar, as you sort of come into this beautiful energy, as you raise the vibration, it's not even tough anymore, because it's on that level. It comes to you because that's where you're playing now. It's only hard to sort of get there from a lower standpoint. So the work is not to change or try to fight whatever is outside of there. We raise the bar and you get a new set of life. Sounds easier than it is, because sometimes, because we're so stuck on what's in front of us, that we think we need to deal with things that is in front of us in order to change it. We actually can just drop it, move on up, and get a new set of life. Easy. Okay. We're going to end with your angels. October is going to ease up. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. And let's see what your angels have for you for the month of October. What do you have for Pisces, please? I feel for someone that maybe you're even in like at a workplace, and maybe you're not just, I don't know how to say this without sounding bad. Maybe you're not just any other worker. You might be like having actually a lot to say in this position, but not everything to say about it. Like you need to just take in people's opinions about certain things, and you might have played it a little bit safe, and you're not playing it safe anymore. And when you speak your truth and you speak your mind, and you're sort of settle into your own authentic self, it's gonna really pay off. I just feel like something maybe that has been a struggle in the work situation, that's gonna it's gonna solve itself, because you're coming more into alignment with you. It's not out there that we need to solve it, it's in here, right? Always, constantly, over and over again. It's not out there, it's in here. Okay, what do we have for Pisces, please, for the month of October? Opportunity. It's raining monies. Opportunity. And let go. Okay. So this is very fitting. It's just, you're starting, we talked a lot about this. You let go more and more of whatever it feels superficial to you, whatever doesn't match your life anymore in your new version. It just has to go. And you're letting go as to your best ability. You're letting go and letting go and letting go. Good for you. And because you are, new opportunities starting to come in. It's going to ease up. It's going to get lighter. If someone is specifically in need of money, like the money is going to start to come in. You're going to open that vessel or open that channel to allow more money to come in. If this is not money for you, it can just be that you feel like you're more supported. You have support. Someone's backing up your ideas. Someone is coming to your aid. Like someone is, I don't feel like it's a defensive situation, but you just feel like, yeah, someone has your back. You're supported. And in you sort of shifting gear here, and you coming from sort of an old to a new version of yourself, it's more opportunities are going to start to come in. That's what I have for you for the month of October. I hope that's helpful, Pisces. And if you haven't already, please consider to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. Also like the video if you actually do like the video. It also helps. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. I'm so happy to be back, and I hope we continue on this streak right now. Okay, Take care, guys.